Look at someone's eyes, not their face, not their expression, just their eyes. In less than a second, you can tell where they're looking. You can tell if they noticed you. You can tell if they're scared, distracted, lying, embarrassed, or about to laugh. And the strange part is this: you're not only reading their pupil, you're reading the white part around it. That white area is called the sclera. And compared to most animals, humans have a lot of it showing. A tiger doesn't have eyes like this. A wolf doesn't. A deer doesn't. Even our closest animal relatives usually don't show eye whites as clearly as we do. So why do humans have these bright white targets on our faces? Why would evolution make our eyes easier for everyone else to read? Because in the animal kingdom, that sounds like a terrible idea. For most animals, hiding where you're looking is useful. Imagine you're a deer in the forest. You hear something moving behind the trees. You don't want the predator to know you've noticed it. If your eyes clearly reveal your gaze, the predator can tell exactly where your attention is. Now imagine you're a predator. You're stalking prey. You don't want your target to know you're watching it. You want your eyes to blend in, not broadcast your next move. In nature, information is power, and eye direction is information. Where an animal looks can reveal what it wants, what it fears, what it knows, and what it's about to do. So for many animals, dark eyes make sense. They hide the direction of the gaze. But humans did the opposite. We evolved eyes that basically say, look, this is exactly where I'm looking, which raises a very weird question. Why would humans give away such important information? Human eyes are not just eyes. They are communication tools. The white part of the eye creates contrast. The colored iris and black pupil stand out against it. That means other people can quickly see the direction of your gaze, even from across a room. You don't need to point. You don't need to speak. You can simply look at something, and another human can follow your gaze. This is powerful, because before language became advanced, before writing, before cities, before phones, humans still needed to coordinate. A glance could mean, look over there. Be quiet. That animal is dangerous. Follow me. Don't trust him. Help me lift this. That food is safe. That person saw us. A single eye movement could send a message, and the white part of the eye made that message easier to read. One of the main ideas scientists discuss is called the cooperative eye hypothesis. The idea is simple. Humans became extremely good at cooperation. We hunted together, raised children together, shared food, built shelters, passed knowledge from one generation to the next. But cooperation needs attention. You need to know what the other person is looking at. If someone suddenly looks behind you, you instantly turn around. If a baby looks at a toy, the parent follows the baby's gaze. If a teacher looks at the board, the student knows where to focus. If your friend looks at the last slice of pizza, you know exactly what's about to happen. Our eyes make shared attention easy. And shared attention is one of the foundations of human intelligence. Because once two people can focus on the same thing, they can teach, warn, plan, and cooperate. That tiny white part of your eye may have helped humans become better at surviving together. This ability starts early. Long before babies can speak properly, they begin following where adults are looking. If a parent looks at an object, the baby learns, that thing matters. This is how humans learn the world, not just through direct instruction, but through attention. A baby sees what adults look at, what they react to, what they fear, what they smile at. The eyes become a guide. This is one reason human learning is so powerful. We don't just learn by trial and error, we learn by watching what other people notice, and our eyes make that process faster. Animals communicate too. Wolves coordinate. Birds signal danger. Monkeys warn each other. Dogs can follow human gaze surprisingly well. But many animals rely more on body posture, smell, sound, movement, or direct signals. Humans, however, became obsessed with faces. We stare at faces constantly. We look for tiny changes in expression. A raised eyebrow, a side glance, a blink, a stare that lasts half a second too long. Human social life became so complex that even the smallest facial signals mattered, and the eyes became one of our most important social tools. That is why humans are so sensitive to being watched. You can feel it instantly. Someone staring at you from across a room can make you uncomfortable before they say a single word. Because to humans, eyes are not passive. Eyes are social pressure. But readable eyes also come with a cost. They expose us. You can try to hide your emotions, but your eyes often betray you. Fear makes your eyes widen. Guilt makes you look away. Interest makes your eyes lock on. Embarrassment makes you avoid eye contact. That's why eye contact can feel so intense. When someone looks directly into your eyes, it feels different from looking at your hand or your shoulder. It feels like they are seeing you, not just your body, you. And that's because eyes are connected to attention. When someone looks into your eyes, your brain understands. This person is focused on me. That can feel comforting, or threatening, or romantic, or terrifying, depending on the situation. There's another possible reason eye whites became important. They can reveal health. Clear white eyes can signal youth, health, and alertness. But when the sclera changes color, becomes yellow, red, or cloudy, it can signal illness, tiredness, injury, or stress. So the white part of the eye may not only help people see where you're looking, it may also help them judge how healthy you are. And in human groups, that matters, because humans depend on trust. If someone looks sick, tired, angry, or dangerous, you want to know. The eyes give clues, not perfect clues, but enough for the brain to pay attention. Here's the strangest part. The very thing that made humans vulnerable may have made us stronger. By making our gaze visible, we gave up a little privacy, but we gained something much bigger. Coordination, trust, teaching, shared attention. A mother could guide a child with a glance. A hunter could warn a partner without making a sound. A group could understand what mattered before anyone spoke. And maybe that's one of the reasons humans became so different. Not because we were the strongest, not because we had claws, not because we could run the fastest, but because we could look at the same thing and understand it together. Today, we still use this ancient system every day. A teacher looks at a student and the student knows they're being called on. A friend looks at the door and you know they want to leave. A stranger looks at your bag and you instantly become alert. A person you like holds eye contact for 1 second longer, and your brain starts writing an entire story. We live in a world of screens, messages, and notifications, but the human brain still treats eyes as one of the most important signals in the room. Because for thousands of years, eyes helped us survive. They helped us know who was paying attention, who was afraid, who was lying, who needed help, who understood. So why do humans have whites in their eyes? Because humans are not built to survive alone. Our eyes evolved not just to see the world, but to show others what we see. That bright white space around your iris is not a design mistake. It's a signal, a tiny billboard of attention, a silent language older than words. And maybe that's what makes human eyes so powerful. They don't just help us look outward, they help others look with us. And in the end, that might be one of the most human things of all.